And there's also just been like a host of other revenge porn cases that have all gotten extremely, and I mean extremely lenient sentences. Like a year or two, or just dismissed overall.
Well, there's like a case of one guy who, I don't have it right in front of me, but he was arrested and did time for a similar like revenge porn case and is now running for state assembly.
Amazing. Yeah, it's just like, I think that's part of the reason there's been such a huge outcry over this, is because this is such like a far-reaching, I guess, case. And so there's been there's been marches and there's been protests in Seoul and other parts of Korea before, but like, people have really, like, this Nth Room thing is a big fucking deal there.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So Nth Room, just because that sounds probably very weird to people.
Yes.
Just capital NTH, Nth Room. And it's called that because there was a variety of, like we said, Telegram chat rooms. Kind of like what you would think of in different layers. So they would be like chat 1, chat 2, chat 3, and then chat N. So obviously, like basically infinity number of these chat rooms.
And there was like main ones that were run by a few different guys. And that's all sort of coming out. The main guy people are talking about is a guy named Chujobit.
Yes. Who also went by the Doctor. Yes.
Yeah. His name, or he called himself Boxa, which I guess means doctor, but it also means, like, I've heard it translated as the Doc too, which makes sense. The Doc does sound like a guy who would run a porn chat room.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
He was recently arrested, like really recently, about a week and a half ago. And he's 25 years old. Did you see the pictures of him getting let out?
Yeah, he had like a huge neck brace on.
They call that the Weinstein maneuver.
What's the deal with that? Did he try to hurt himself?
So I couldn't find any reasons he had the neck brace. My guess is that, you know, during Harvey Weinstein's trial, how he grew just more and more disabled.
Right.
That this guy's gonna get more and more like neck bracey. Like, he's gonna come in with like a arm cast, leg cast, and I guarantee you he will end this trial in a wheelchair so he can get taken to the hospital.
The other thing he said to authorities, and this like is so fucking creepy. He said, "Thank you for stopping my life as a devil that I could not stop."
Insane.
It's like totally insane.
Totally. I mean, yeah, and you'll see this guy is a fucking demon.
Okay, but before we get into him, let's explain a little bit more about these chat rooms.
Okay, so there's the way that it seems to work. Have you used Telegram before?
Mm-hmm.
I've only used it to talk to like one other, like,
I'm in a couple chats. So
how do the chats work?
Well, you can't take a screenshot. It'll like alert the chat if you do, or you can like make it so those people get booted. And I think one of the chats I'm in has like 60, 70 people, but you could see what they all are. But, you know, people can just be under whatever name.
Yeah.
It's connected to a phone number, and you get invited into them, and then you're in them.
Wow. Okay. So so the way it looks like here is that there were a few like original chat rooms. The first one was called AvSnoop, which is run by a guy named Watchman, who, as far as I know, they still have not caught yet. And there was other ones, and the main ones were run by the Doctor, and then everything else was sort of like ancillary chats or tertiary chats, which you had to pay to get into these, right?
Yeah, so it would be varying basically anywhere between what would amount to be about $250 up until about $1,200 to get into various levels of these chat rooms. And the different levels were like denoted by basically how extreme and insane the porn got.
Yeah.
So like they would be sharing, you know, anything from like, you know, this is just what I'm imagining, but it would be like upskirt videos or cam videos caught on tape in one level that would be cheaper. And the higher you went, it would move into rape, adolescence. There's talk of there being ones with children as young as like toddler age.
Yep.
But that most of the rooms it was trading porn that was basically the age from 9 to 18.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's one of the things that you talk about trading porn. So this was broken. I think I'll probably read more from their interview later, but this was broken by a couple of college students, women, who were trying to join this investigative journalism contest. They said that there was about 100, at least rather, 100 chat rooms where it was being shared. Usually, like these were sort of the secondary chat rooms where they're being shared from the main ones, the Nth Room or the doctor's room. And they said when they entered the chat, the manager of the chat told us to change our profile picture to an adult animation, and that was it. But there are rooms where you're required to hand over explicit pictures or videos to get in. Fortunately, we were not asked to prove that we were male, but there were some rooms that demanded people take pictures of their genitals to prove themselves, along with their nicknames as identifications. And they also said that there are loli rooms, and I guess the way it works, by loli, I mean, to be clear, child pornography, which is what loli, even your fucking anime loli, is. Mm-hmm. Even if it's, there's no argument against that. It's what it is. But I guess the way it worked is that you had to use extreme porn as sort of a currency to get into the more extreme chats,
right?
Which is insane.
Yeah, I mean, basically, that's kind of like the MO, it seems, is that you have to like prove that you're also going to be contributing or something. And it's stuff that people haven't seen. And we should say that like there's conflicting reports about just how many people were using these chat rooms.
Yeah.
But it looks to be anywhere between 25 and 50,000 people.
Yeah. The highest I've seen is 240,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that too, which is completely mind-boggling.
I mean,
like, it's so upset. It's so insane. 240,000 people trading child pornography.
Yeah, but yes, and really like just extreme. It's stuff that really stretches the definition of what I would think of as pornography.
Yeah, we should say. I mean, I do want to say this to people, and I'm sorry. This stuff is like really, really dark, but like I want to impress the like seriousness of the situation.